What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole, and I'm a recovering addict, and this is my channel, Real Talk Recovery. And it's our channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction, and I share my life with you. Tonight, you guys, I have been putting my little feelers out there on the interwebs, and I have been asking everybody what they wanted to talk about tonight, and I got a bunch of really amazing suggestions, you guys. But tonight we're going to talk about fake friends and toxic relationships. Fake friends and toxic relationships. How to break free. Okay, how I break free. So I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Today is Tuesday. I have a lot of good things to report to y'all. So first of all, I want to get on Facebook so I can see people that are on Facebook's comments, because for some reason I'm not seeing you guys' comments here on YouTube when I am live. So, hey Sky, hey Amanda. I'm so glad you guys are here. Hey, Lisa. Great topic. I'm so glad you guys like it. Nikki came up with the topic, so all the credit goes to Nikki, you guys. Nikki came up with the topic. So this is what I want you guys to do. As you come in, please go ahead and greet your neighbor, and do me a solid and drop your sobriety date in the comment section. That way we can encourage and show the still sick and suffering addicts out there that recovery is possible. So go ahead and drop your sobriety dates, greet each other, and all that good stuff. And I'm going to get this show on the road with all the stuff I have to do at the beginning. So hey Amanda. Hey Amanda, did you get my message in Patreon? I sent you a message to let you know, to give you the chat, so you guys could so y'all could talk to each other. So you could come over and hang out with us in the chat. Patreon. Hey, okay, cool deal. To give you the chat. Hold on, let me lower that. Okay, so I can see my people that are commenting now on, I have Facebook right here. Hey Tracy, hey Cameron, I see y'all. Hey Alicia. Okay, cool. So I can see all y'all's comments. Good. Okay, so I have to set it up. This is so strange to me. You are live. You on Facebook? No. Okay. All destinations. Can't post comments to some destinations. Why? Huh. Hey, Jana. Okay. All right, you guys. So I see everybody. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. So first of all, this is what I think we should do. So everybody's getting acquainted with each other. Y'all are introducing each other, saying hi to each other. In fact, let me go ahead and let everybody know on Facebook. If you guys that are on Facebook want to come over here to YouTube with us, hey Mom, I just dropped the link to the YouTube channel here in the comments of the Facebook page. So, yeah, come and join us over on YouTube, so that way. Oh, good, I see y'all's. There we go. I'm trying to see everybody's comments, and I hate that I can't see. I can see my comments from Facebook, but for some reason I'm not seeing y'all's. Hey, Colleen, what's up? Really, Sonia? Let's read this comment, you guys. So Sonia Sonia says, I've told you before, I would tune in while I was still in active addiction, and seeing you sober and so happy, it definitely encouraged me. Boxcar Rick is new. What's up, Boxcar Rick? I'm new around here, but I gotta run to the corner store quick. I'll be right back. All right, Rick, we'll see you when you come back. I think I have an idea who Rick is. Hey, Mom. There's Mrs. Gina DeMeo in the house, y'all. Hey, Mom. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Misty. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are all here. All right. Awesome, 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 you guys. I'm so glad everybody's here tonight. How's everybody's day going? How is everybody's day going? Okay, so hey, Jana, I see you too, girl. All right, so let's get started. Let's talk. Let me get the link for you guys if anybody wants to come in. Hey, Mama, let me get the link in case anybody wants to share tonight. I'm so blessed to have you guys here tonight. You guys literally give me so much life. I just love being here to do these videos with you guys. It gives me so much purpose, and I just want y'all to know that it helps me stay sober every single day that I'm able to come on my channel and share with you guys, and I just really get a lot out of it. So I want you guys to know that I enjoy this so much. It's become a regular part of my life. You know, it's just, I do it every night at 7. I know I'm coming on to do our live stream. You know, some days I struggle because I'm tired or I had a busy day, but today I'm feeling really good. I worked out with Nick from First Step Recovery and Fitness. If you guys don't know who that is, he used to have a channel here on YouTube called Hopeless to Hopeful, but he changed it to First Step Recovery and Fitness, and it's really good. He helps me so much to get in shape, you guys, and I am trying my hardest to get myself, you know, on point. So Lisa worked out with me today. Mama worked out with me today. We kicked ass and took names, y'all. Okay, so I'm so glad everybody's here. What's up? Okay, let's go ahead and start this group. Let's start the group out with a moment of silence. Okay, a moment of silence for the still sick and suffering, and then we are going to say the serenity prayer. If you don't feel comfortable saying the serenity prayer, then just be silent, and then we'll start our meeting. Okay. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Amen. Hey, Jeff. All right. So I was trying to rack my brain to think about what we could talk about tonight, you guys. And I have been doing this for so long that sometimes I feel like I talked about everything. You know what I mean? Like, you guys, if you go through my channel, there's over 2,000 videos of me just talking about recovery from addiction. And so some days I'm like, man, I don't know what to talk about. What are we going to talk about today? So I got on Patreon and I got on Facebook and I put out, attention, heary. I need people to, give me an idea of what they want to talk about. Well, one thing that I have been struggling with is I've been struggling with knowing when to let go of relationships that are no longer healthy in my life, that are not serving me. Okay. And so one of the things that my sponsor always talked to me about was she would always have me look at a situation and she'd say, is it serving you? Is it healthy for you? Is it helping better your life? And I would go through and I would look at that relationship and I would look at the pros of the relationship and the cons of the relationship. Okay. And so that's always what I've done with everything since I got sober, was I would do like a negative and a positive. How is this relationship helping me be better, because overall that's the goal now today in my life, is to be better than I was yesterday. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we get into that, let me do this. I want to read the daily reflection, okay? Because I really enjoy reading the daily reflection meditations in the morning and stuff. So, June 16th, open-mindedness. We found that God does not make too hard terms with those who seek him. To us, the realm of the spirit is broad, roomy, all-inclusive, never exclusive, or forbidding to those who earnestly seek. It is open, we believe, to all men. I love that. And so I know a lot of you guys are on maintenance medication, Suboxone or methadone. And one of the things that I've always known is that the way the program of these 12-step programs are supposed to be worked is that it's all inclusive. But we all know that that hasn't always been the case, and that's not all how we are treated. A lot of us have been judged for being on a maintenance medication. And I just want you guys to know that I don't ever want to discourage any of you from finding sobriety support through any fellowship. And so if you find sobriety support and you find it through AA or NA and that works for you, I support that 100%. I just want you guys to know that the basis of those programs is to be supportive and to be non-judgmental. But sometimes the people in those programs aren't always that way. So that's from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 46. Open-mindedness to concepts of a higher power can open doors to the spirit. Often I find the human spirit in various dogmas and faiths. I can be spiritual in sharing of myself. The sharing of self joins me to the human race and brings me closer to God as I understood him. Okay, let me get the link. And if any of you guys have if you're struggling or you have a relationship that is toxic that you're still hanging on to, I would love to hear for you to come up here and share with us about it. So let me get the link. Hey, Juman Few, what's up? I'm so glad you're here. Yay! Caught alive, finally. Okay, here we go. I'm dropping the link in the comments. Whoever wants to come up and share about being in a toxic relationship, I would love to have you come up here and share, but I'm going to kind of share with you guys a little bit of my experiences. First of all, being in relationships that were just not healthy for me in my addiction and in my sobriety. Okay, so it goes without saying that I spent many years in relationships with men who I had no business in these relationships. Hey, Jesse, it was toxic. It was harmful. It was not a good place for me for many years. Now, a lot of the people that are on my Facebook page know this because they know me personally from when I was growing up. So I don't mean this to offend anyone, but I was in a relationship with a guy for about 6 or 7 years, and it was a very abusive, physically abusive relationship. Okay. And I was with him at a time in my life where I was addicted to drugs, and my addiction was like, it was right at the middle. Like I wasn't at the peak of my addiction. I wasn't really bad, but I wasn't doing good. Like I was getting worse. It was progressing. And so I stayed with this guy, even though within the first 6 months of us being together, he threw my car into oncoming traffic and almost killed us. And I wanted to share with you guys, like, the reason why I stayed with him is because I didn't think I deserved to have anybody better. I was settling for less than what I deserved. And even though I was sick in my addiction, I still knew that I could do better, and I'm sure he could say the same if he was still alive. He could probably say the same thing. We both could have done better if we had gotten sober and turned our lives around, but we were both in our active addiction. And one thing that my mom always taught me when I was younger is that when you meet somebody, we are all very different people, but there is something that you need to look at when you're in a relationship with somebody, and that is, are you equally yoked? Okay. And what I mean by that is, like, the first time I met my husband, we sat up all night and we talked about the way we were raised as kids, like what our core beliefs were, right? Did we believe in sex before marriage? Did we believe in staying married, right? And thanks, Misty. I want you guys to know that we're doing a makeup tutorial tomorrow because I don't have any foundation on. No foundation, you guys. All I have on is cream blush, cream blonde bronzer, a little bit of powder, and some mascara, and a little bit of eyeshadow. But I'm going to show you guys how to get a beautiful summer cream makeup look, like within 5 minutes. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I feel pretty tonight. I know y'all can tell. I feel pretty tonight, which is not something that happens very often. So, like, I'm feeling myself, So, anyways, I would settle for relationships because I knew that I knew I was doing bad in life. Okay. I was raised up just like you guys were raised up, knowing right from wrong. Okay. My conscience, I knew that I should be doing better. Okay. But I still settled and stayed in these relationships that were toxic and were not serving me well. Okay. And that was an active addiction. And that happened so much, you guys. Hey, Hitman, how are you doing, hun? That happened so much to the point, you guys, where I would find myself in and out of these relationships with men that hit me, men that were abusive emotionally and mentally and verbally. And I would go back and I would find myself back in these relationships with these men that just beat on me and spit on me and just treated me so bad. But it was because I thought I couldn't do any better. I thought I deserved to be treated that way because of the wrongdoings that I was doing in my life. Okay. It wasn't anything that my family could have changed. It wasn't anything that, anybody could have changed. It was from within me. And I was stuck in this mindset that, one, I thought I wanted to keep using drugs. Okay. I hadn't hit a point where I was at that rock bottom, and I hadn't really wanted to make a change. I was still halfway enjoying getting high and stuff. And so along with that lifestyle came those, relationships with people who are just not good people. So when you're in a relationship with somebody and you are both abusing drugs and alcohol, I wasn't an angel, okay? So let's not get it twisted. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Y'all know I am. I was cheating on this man. I was going behind his back. I ended up getting pregnant behind his back, and he did not know. He never found out, and he passed away, so he's no longer alive, okay? But I ended up having an abortion, you guys, and I'm not proud of that. Please, everybody, listen to me. If I could take anything back, it would be that I had an abortion and that I used drugs while I was pregnant with my son. I wish that I could go back and change that so bad, but I know that I can't. So what I do is I try to come on here and share with you guys what I've been through, so that way it'll help you to maybe not to make the same mistakes I did. Yeah, Hitman, I saw your video yesterday. I was worried about you, man, for real. Um, so not only was, he and I were physically and emotionally abusive to each other, verbally abusive to each other, but we were also cheating on each other, and just we were not in a good place, you guys. It was a bad, horrible relationship. Okay. What's up, God Squad TV? It was a really, really bad relationship, extremely toxic relationship. And I wish that I could go back, you guys, and make amends to him. Now, I did get to tell him, I did get to make a partial amends to him before he passed away, but I hadn't really gotten sober yet. So I don't know how much you can really count that, Um, Daniel, I got to read your comment. Daniel says, I don't cheat. Hold on, let me read this. I don't cheat. I date a lot of women, but I don't cheat and I don't like lies. You can do anything and tell me, just make me the first to know, like a best friend. Don't share something with, wouldn't not share something with someone. I know, y'all, I was a cheater. I was in my active addiction. And when you're in your addiction, you guys, I don't know about y'all. Center Mom says, God forgives everything, abortion included. I used to counsel patients in crisis pregnancies, and then we provided help raising the children. God forgives. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you saying that. That's right. Freya says, you're here, Hitman, and that's all that matters. That's right, man. Get back on track. So if you want to share with everybody what happened, Hitman, you're more than welcome to, honey. There's the link if anybody wants to come up and share. So, okay. So that was in my active addiction. Okay. So it goes without saying that I was in a lot of very toxic relationships, drugs, alcohol, abuse, adultery, all kinds of things. It all comes with the territory when you're getting fucked up like that, right? Hey, Breakfast Club fan, Amber, right? Hey, Amber. So, hey, Candy, what's up, girl? So, once I got into my recovery, let me just tell y'all this, okay? Now, me and my husband met in 2012, and we were both in our addiction, okay? We were both highly addicted to meth and oxys, all right? So when we met, we sat down, just like I told you, and we kind of like shared the things that we believe in, right? And we ended up deciding to date each other against my mom's. My mom sat me and kneeled down, you guys, and she was like, listen, I love you guys, and I think that it's great that y'all want to be together, but I think it's really not going to be a good idea because we were both actively in our addiction. But you know how it is when you meet somebody and you hit it off with them. Me and my husband hit it off, you guys. We met and it was love at first sight, and we never wanted to be separated from that day forward, and we didn't separate. And so we ended up falling in love, and I'm so grateful that he has been able to forgive me, and I have been able to forgive him for the way that we treated each other in our active addiction. Because when we were in active addiction, I was a horrible, horrible girlfriend. I would go behind his back and I would get drugs and I would use them without him. I would stay gone for 3 or 4 days at a time and not come back home. Like, it was really bad. And and of course he did things, with me. Oh shit, look who it is.
Yo.
What's up, Nick?
Oh, not much. Sorry, I was putting on a shirt. What's up with you guys?
Nothing. How did it go?
It was horrible, but it went very well.
You guys, Nick, tell everybody what you did.
All right, so I tried to use a 60-pound weighted vest to work out with, and like, I no lie, I got like 400 meters, and I was like, I had to start walking. I was drenched, and I was trying to do pull-ups and everything. I could barely. I'm gonna be hurting. That's for sure.
Damn. But okay, so tonight's topic is fake friends and unhealthy relationships.
Oh man. Okay, so, well, what do you want me to say?
Give me some wise counsel on how you deal with a relationship toxic. Like, let's say you're newly sober and you're 6 months sober and you're doing the right thing, but you got this buddy of yours that just can't stay sober. But you guys have been best friends for like 20 years. What are you going to do?
Oh man. Well, that's I've been in that situation actually. And what I have to do is I try to tell them like what worked for me. I stay my course. I do what works for me. I don't hang out with him unless it's like he wants to maybe go to lunch or something, but it's not like I'm going to go there and like hang out at his house or like go play video games or whatever, because that can lead down a wrong path. But
Right.
I don't want to completely ignore him at the same time, because I was in that position plenty of times. And I know how it feels, to not have anyone, or like people just stop hitting you up or stop messing with you. So I always stay in contact with the person. I call them, maybe go out to dinner, go buy them something. But I try to stay clear of like hanging out like we used to, or just going over to his house to kick it, or play Xbox or whatever. And that's pretty much it for that. I mean, when I'm so busy with work and my routine anyway, that once I got sober, my whole life shifted of just when I was using, I had a lot more free time and I
Yeah.
wasn't working nonstop. So now that I'm sober, I don't
And
really
you
have
also
time.
probably hung out with like a different kind of group of people too.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You know what I mean?
After I got sober, I had a lot of new friends, new community, people at meetings, and we were just going out doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like going out to skydive, or like going to an amusement park, or just doing things besides sitting at home, shooting dope, nodding out on the couch, smoking cigarettes. So
Yeah.
that's
And
I don't know.
you met all those people from when you went to treatment, and a lot of them are from the treatment center that you went to, right?
Yeah, I went to the year-long recovery treatment center. And that year really gave me that time to build a whole new group of friends, and just change my lifestyle completely. So
Yeah.
that's what I missed out on before. A lot of times I do a 28-day program and they throw you back into the real world, and then everything hits
Yeah.
you at once and you're like, holy shit. But that year-long program and building those brothers, and people, good people in your life really helped me.
Tell me this. Have you ever had a friend since you've been sober who was just like, you're sober and they're sober, but they're like always negative, or they're just trying to like always bring down your vibe? Like they're just not people. They're like sober, but they're not trying to change or be better or improve their state of mind or their anything. What do you do then?
Oh, I just don't talk to them.
Totally.
No,
Yeah.
I don't mean to say it like that, but like there's people that will literally, like, let's say you have a positive attitude. Like I'm a pretty positive person, and there's people that will
Yeah.
just suck the freaking every positive energy you have out of your body. Like when you walk
Okay.
into a room and like you can feel the tension after someone gets in a fight or there's like an argument, there's certain people, like when they're pissed off, they want everyone to be pissed off, and they just want to suck every positive thing you have going on in your life out of you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
if they're not on like my level, or if they're not even trying to be positive, like I'm cool with like not kicking it with them ever. And I have friends that
Yeah.
not too many friends, but I definitely say one or two that I notice that they always they're always just down, and they always like talk about the negative and the negative. And it's like, I'm more of a solution guy. That's, let's focus on the solution versus sitting here
Yeah.
thinking about the problem. Like, what is the point
Yeah.
of thinking about problems? Like, you're not going to
I mean,
change
there's no
anything.
point unless you're like thinking about it to solve it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like unless
Yeah.
you're trying to make a change. But I feel like a lot of people get stuck in that woe is me, pity party.
Hmm.
My life is not improving. I'm sober
Yeah.
a year and my life still sucks. What am I going to do? But they're just talking about it being sucky and what are they going to do? And there's no action to make the change. There's nothing that happens,
Exactly. You got to actually do something, like you're not going to lose weight just being like, man, I'm so fat. What am I going to
I
do?
know.
Stop. like get off your ass and do something, and then start making small changes. But there definitely is those people, and I honestly I avoid them. Like I can almost sense it now when I first meet someone. It's like, oh, this person is just like I can't, and I just stay clear of them. I try to keep a positive energy around me like at all times, because I don't have like, what's the point of being negative? It freaking sucks. You just feel like
There's no
shit.
point.
So that's pretty much it.
You worked us out hard today, just so you know. Everybody is sore. Melissa texted me and she's like, holy shit, Nick kicked my ass today. I was like, I know.
Yeah,
At the end, those damn squats, we're going to do 10, but really we're doing like 40 or something.
Yeah, we were doing a pyramid, but we were going up. So it was
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys are all getting better, for real. Every one of you, your form, you're getting stronger, you're getting better. Just keep pushing, keep going forward.
Thanks, Nick. Nick, for anybody that doesn't know, Nick has a channel. It's called First Step Fitness and Recovery, right?
That's it.
Okay. I want to say it backwards sometimes. First Step Fitness and Recovery. And Nick has been sober for 3 or 4 years.
Three and some change.
3 and some change. Okay, and you are starting this new business with like addiction recovery and fitness. So if you guys are like struggling like I have been with my weight and overeating and you need support, you should really go over to Nick's channel and send him a message on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, and he'll help you to do all kinds of workouts or anything like that if y'all want to do it with us. What, buddy?
Yeah, for sure. If anyone out there needs help or whatever, you can get my number from Nicole or hit me up on Facebook, Nicholas Matson. I don't know everything, but I can try my best to help you guys. Like I'm not charging.
You know what you
should
start doing? You need to start uploading like little like 5-minute workout routines on your channel.
I'm going to. It's just been crazy between going to Ohio and going here and going there.
Well, you're slacking.
I know. I'll pick it up.
All right. Thanks for coming on. I always appreciate it when you come on and share with everybody, man. You're good. You're good people.
Thanks,
I appreciate you.
You're welcome. I love you guys. Have a great night and stay positive.
All right. Love you. Bye.
All right. Peace.
Okay. Sorry, guys. My friend, that's my best good friend, y'all. Let me tell y'all something about Nick real fast. I have met so many people here. Boy, if you don't hush up, I have met so many people here on YouTube, you guys, who have came and gone out of my life. But Nick has been such a solid, good friend to me. And those are the people that I want in my life. And I am so grateful for him. He has looked out for me. He just is thinking about help. He's such a good friend to me, man. And I don't know. I don't know how I'll ever be able to repay him, except for to be his friend back and support him back. And he, like I said, he's just helped me so much. He always is thinking about, how he can be of service. And he's helping me just with my weight, with working out, with my channel, with everything. He's always looking out for me. And I'm just so grateful to have him in my life. And I have went through of like people who I thought were really my friends here on YouTube. And I was talking about this a little bit earlier on my channel. Yes, I think on a live stream or something. Okay. Oh no. Who hid Breakfast Club, y'all? Please don't do that. I don't know why they did that. It's okay, girl. Let me see. I'll go up there and see. Yay. Thank you. You guys, Nicholas is the bomb. If anybody wants to work out with us, just join Patreon, and we've been doing it from a Zoom. Hold on, you guys. I see it. Now, the reason why we've been doing it from Zoom is because we were doing it on live stream on YouTube, But man, people were just being ugly, and so we are doing it privately now, and it's a lot better. Okay, so let me. What was I going to put in there? Oh yeah, Nick's YouTube channel. Did he comment? I think he commented. Okay, good. All right. So, sorry guys, my. Hey Alicia, what's up, girl? Oh, really? You guys, it's so hard to find good friends. I'm telling you. Um, it's so hard. Can someone younger, I can't read this. Hold on, you guys. Can someone younger than I please explain Patreon to me? Sure. So, Center Mom 55. Patreon is a monthly subscription, and it's a way to support your favorite creators here on YouTube. For my Patreon, it is $2 a month. That's the lowest tier. Okay. All you do is sign up. You click the link, sign up, and it takes that $2 out of your account at the beginning of every month. And you are given access to our private chat. You're given access to our workouts. You're given access to our videos, my videos in Patreon, and you're given access to all the inside stuff that we have going on. Hey, Sky. Hold on, girl. I'm getting you on here.
Hi.
Hold on. Hey, girl.
Hi. So,
I can hear you.
yeah, I'm not going to show my face tonight.
Oh, that's okay.
I haven't showered yet. I'm ragged. So, I was thinking this topic about toxic relationships and stuff. Some of them, like with old friends that you've been friends with for years, it's not really toxic, but you've parted ways. You don't have a lot in common. Like, it's the friend that, I mean, you love her, but when you get together for lunch, you don't really have much to say. Like, you don't relate to each other anymore.
Right.
And I measure it this way. This is how, because my life is half over. I'm getting up there, so I don't have time to waste with people that don't lift me up, even if they're not negative, but we just don't. We just don't relate anymore. Then that brings me down because that's my time. And so if somebody wants to spend time with me, I like, if how am I trying to explain this? Basically, if it feels heavy, then I know it's not a good idea. And if it lifts me up, so you know how, I mean, we all associate with people that make us feel heavy, even if they're not negative people. And I have a lot of friends like that right now. Like, I don't know what I've been on this little spiritual journey, and oh, sorry, I'm outside.
You're okay. How do you, what, tell me, what do you mean? Like, how are these friends, when you go around them, do you just feel an overall, like, darkness, like a tension?
It's, I don't know, maybe, like, I'm on this spiritual path trying to figure out my freaking purpose, and sometimes they just think I'm like woo woo.
Oh, girl, you know why they're like that? It's because they're jealous. That's what it is. I'm telling you. When you're trying to find
what they're so damn jealous of.
Because listen, a lot of people never find their purpose in life. And a lot of people never find something that they enjoy doing. Like we are here. Like, this is my purpose. Giving back and helping others literally gives me energy. It gives me life. It makes me smile. It gets me excited. And I found my purpose, right? People search years trying to find their purpose and be inspired, right? So some people, it's like, okay, the way I look at it is there's like frequencies, right? Some people are vibrating on a higher frequency than other people, right? Those people are just on a frequency that's below you, and you're on another level, girl, because you're trying to do better. It's
3D
like
and 5D. Yes. I told you know I'm into all the dimensions and stuff. Yes.
You know what I'm saying though? Like
I do.
And so when you're on that other level, and it's just they can't understand. It's not
I
because
know.
they just don't get it. Like, we are
Like,
so lucky that we are addicts because we get to live two lives in one lifetime. We've gotten to be at the very bottom. So now that we are where we're at now, we appreciate it that much more.
you're right. Like, here's a good example of my coworkers. I'm miserable there. It completely sucks the life out of me because I hate it so much. And I talk to them about leaving, and they say the grass is always greener. Basically, they make me feel like, who do you think you are to quit? And even I'm not just going to quit if I don't have another job. I'm not a moron. But they think that, like, this is just because I have good insurance. Like, I don't know. It's just when I was going through the taking the credits to be a recovery coach, I don't know, they just look down on it like, oh, what are you gonna make doing that? Like, fuck you. Like,
It's not about
I'm
what
gonna
you make.
downsize is what I'm gonna do.
It's not about what you make. It's about like being happy at your job.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's I try to limit my time with these people. I really do, because life's too short. Here's another
That's
little thing I ask myself. If I have to blow off plans, like, and this is going to sound, you shouldn't blow off people if you make plans, but if you get sucked into something that you feel obligated to go to, and then it's the last minute, you feel like you just can't do it. If I have anxiety or depression or something that day, I ask myself, what's it really going to mean in 2 days? 9 out of 10 times it won't mean a damn thing because I'll be forgotten. But if it's going to
right.
hurt somebody like a family member or a close friend, and it is going to mean something in a couple days, and maybe I'll push myself. But those are my little kind of my how I measure that shit.
What
You know what
about
I'm
this?
saying?
What about friends who are only there when they can benefit from what you got going on?
Oh my god, I have one that is she only wants to be around when things are horrible for me. It's like that lifts her up. And when things are good, she doesn't want to hear it. She's got to go. Oh my god, yeah, that's crazy. And because I get happy for everybody, but she's very, very jealous. And I that's another one who I've been distancing myself from.
It's hard because I feel like I want to have like all these relationships, but then when I go to work on having the relationships, I guess I don't know if it's because I'm so sensitive about my friendships. Like, I really want to have people in my life that want to be around me. And I have to tell you guys, like, I have no friends in real life until I just recently, like, in my real life here in Arkansas is what I mean. Like, I
Right.
have y'all. Y'all are my friends. I talk
Oh,
to
I
y'all
know
more
what you mean. No, I know what
before
you
I
mean.
talk to anybody. But like my friends here in Arkansas, like I had nobody. Like, all my friends were addicts that were addicted still. And so I went 3.5, 4 years without talking to any other women. And this year I met the most amazing girls that my son's friends with their kids. One girl's name is Nicole, then Jocelyn, and then Annie. And we went out the other day, and the boys played outside in sprinklers, and we had the best conversation with us girls. It was so freaking awesome. I haven't had, and they're all like on my level. Like, they're married and their husbands have jobs, so we're not like competing with each other. And
Yeah.
they respect my sobriety, and actually, like, they think it's so awesome that I'm able to give back and help other people, and they support that. And I've always had friends that were either like in competition with me, or like jealous, or didn't want to see me do well. And I feel like I finally found girls that, like, they have their lives together. They have a home. They have a husband. They don't need mine. And so they're like cheering me on.
Exactly. When you're like that, you kind of you attract people that are on your level. That's another thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It was so good because I'm telling you, I have struggled so much the last year and a half, 2 years, trying to make internet friends, online friends with women, and just not working out, it just not like the friendships would start out and it would be like a lot of me putting in so much effort and then not the other person not reciprocating at all. And I really got burnt out and hurt, you know, but
I
now
understand.
I'm not going to get burnt out like that. And also, like what I've also learned, like with helping people on my channel, is that I cannot put myself so much in their recovery that I'm wanting them to be sober more than they want to be sober. You know?
No, it's you don't have time. It's too taxing. That's draining.
But listen, at the beginning, I used to like really call and check on everybody all the time. Now I can't do that. Like I was doing it so much to where like I wasn't even letting that person like actually find their own way. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to control and work their recovery for them. And then I'm
You
not
had good
helping.
intentions, though, girl.
Yeah, I'm not helping you if I'm doing it, if I'm reminding you all the time to do it. You know what I mean? Like it has to come from that person to make the call and do the work. And you know what I'm saying? Like it's a learning
Definitely.
experience. It's a learning experience. Making friends in sobriety is a learning experience too. It's like I was so alone for so long, and it was because I was so awkward. I didn't even know how to talk to people, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. I know. Everything is new to me. It's weird.
And whenever I talk with you, you remind me of me a lot because I feel like you apologize a lot because you think you're saying something that maybe makes me upset, but then you're not. And I'm like, you don't have to say you're sorry. Like the other day when you were like, I'm sorry, I'm not a him. We were texting. And I was like, it's okay. But I was the same way. I did the same thing all the time. I was
I always
always
think,
apologizing.
yeah, I know. I worry too much about that shit. I know,
I was
girl.
the same way.
Well,
It's hard.
that was my 2 cents.
Well, I listen. I love that you come up here every time. It really, really does make the meeting go by good. So I appreciate you for participating, girl.
Oh, it helps
How many
me,
days you got sober?
31.
31 days, y'all. She's on a roll. Are we gonna make it to 40? Who
Yeah, we are. We are.
Look at me. What if we put a bets? What if we all put bets on Sky?
It's hard.
What if we
It's
all
hard.
put? What if we
I have
throw
a lot
money
to
in a
do.
pot?
I have so much to do that don't get me wrong. A lot of times this week I said, shit, it's only Tuesday. And I said, you picked a shitty time to get sober.
No,
But it's okay. It's all good. I can't. It'll be fine. I'm gonna do it.
I'm just busting your balls. You know that, right?
Of course.
Okay, good. I'm proud of you, girl. I'm very proud of you. I know that, like, who was it that came on the other day? I don't know who, I can't remember who it was, but the longer you stay sober, the more days that you get behind you, the easier it gets. Just keep moving forward.
Yeah, you're right. I know. I lean on the whole community a lot. You know, I do. I try to join the Zooms and the mirror.
Yeah,
It's hard
you're doing
during
a
the
great
day.
job.
Anything during the day is tough, but weekends, I'm around.
Yeah, you're doing
And
awesome,
at night,
Scott.
obviously.
I appreciate you so much. Like, for real. You make the meetings. You're always here. Like, I see you, girl. I see you.
I know, girl. I love you. Thank you.
I love you too.
All right. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Ooh, mama's okay. So I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, it was so hard for me to make friends in the beginning because I just felt like I couldn't talk to people. Like, I didn't know how to talk. And then when I would talk, I would stutter and then I would be embarrassed. And it was just like, you know what I mean? I just didn't know how to talk to people. Now I feel like the longer I stay sober, it's like I'm getting so much better at talking to people. There you are. Okay, good. Hey, Nap, what's up? Thank you, guys. The baby just got here. I have to go. Oh, awesome, Daniel. Yes, Freya, I will put Nick's cell phone number in the chat tonight. Okay? We are all miracles. That's right, Rick. That's right. And yes, I canceled memberships. So if you were a person who had a membership, you guys, The reason why I canceled it, it refunded everybody's money. So there's no YouTube refunded your money. Was because it wasn't, YouTube was taking, listen to this, YouTube, I was supposed to make like $80 from those memberships. And guess how much YouTube paid me? Like $7. They took almost all of it. And so I said, screw that. Let's not do that. And we'll just do Patreon. So not only that, but being surrounded by addicts and having only friends that were addicts and then go get sober friends. It's been interesting. Sonia, you've been doing really good though, girl. I've been seeing your posts on Facebook and like you guys look like you have a good social life. Like how are you guys doing with socializing with people and staying sober? That's one of the things that like now that I have the girls that I hang out with every now and then, Nicole and Nate's friends' moms, that helps me out a lot because I can go be around them and they drink, but not like to excess. Like they'll drink wine or whatever when I'm around, but that doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it was son or mom. It was a ridiculous. What's up, MVP? I was so upset. Like I just felt like YouTube is, they will take, that's why I disabled the super chat button, you guys. As you can see, there's no way for you to send me super chats because YouTube was taking all of it. Why would I want to give them all that? So that's why now I just link my PayPal and I just link the no, it was like $7. I was supposed to make 80 and they only gave me like $7 of it. Seriously. Did you guys do morning meditation this morning? Hold on. You know what? Okay, so I want to go through a list of books on Amazon, you guys, and I want to ask you guys, I was looking at, so first of all, just so you guys know, I ordered a book by a lady named Dawn C. Rock, I think is her name, and the book is called Junkie from Madness to Ministry, okay? And so what I was thinking we could do is I'm going to read that book and then I'm going to have her on the channel and interview her. I'm so excited to have her on. So I ordered the book. I should be getting it in the mail this week. Then I also thought that we could go through I want to go through like the Codependent No More book or let me think. Where's my other book at? Yeah, I want to go through the Codependency Book by Melanie Beattie. I thought we could do that together because I know you guys are like me. I struggle so much with codependency and I'm getting a lot better about it with my husband. But now that I'm working with, addicts and alcoholics, I find myself kind of getting a little bit in that, I don't want to get sucked up into that codependency, Boxcar Rick says, I cut off everyone except family and recovery people. That's it for a long ass time. But even to this day, I don't really bother with people who use. Me neither, Mr. Rick. I can't do it. And here's the thing, you guys. It's not because I don't care about my friends that are getting high still. Let me give you an example, okay? So, me too, Misty. I'm gonna go online right now and order it while we're talking. So I was thinking about going through this book, but I feel like, I don't know. I've done so many step studies here on my channel. Like I love the 12 steps and I think they're amazing, but I've done it so much here. So I think what I'm going to do is, you did? Okay, cool. How did you call in without being on camera? Oh, here you go, Freya. I'll put it on here for you. All you have to do, girl, is when you click on the link, it'll ask you if you want to show your face or not, and you just say that you don't want to. So here's the link, girl. Oh, what is it called? The book? It's called Junkie from Madness to Ministry. So I ordered that book, and then let's go on here and look at these other books together, okay? Amazon addiction recovery books. I have the book and the workbook, and I love them. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's look in here. Amazon. What do you guys think about doing Smart Recovery workbook? I haven't done that yet, and I've really wanted to do that. So here we go. It says we got Melanie Beattie, Codependent No More. Okay. The Addiction Recovery Workbook. Powerful skills for preventing relapse. Ooh, yay, Freya! Let me get you on, girl. Hold on.
I'll try to do the camera next time. I'm nervous. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
I wanted to talk about toxic relationships, and I'm talking about my mom in particular. It's hard to talk about, but she is extremely toxic. I think I was in 3rd grade when I was taking Slim Fasts to lunch because I had an eating addiction already and body shaming from the beginning. But it's still toxic. Anytime, it's almost like she dangles a carrot with comments to get a reaction out of you, and it's constant. And how do you be around someone that's like that admits they don't want to change, but they want everyone else to change?
Right. I have to tell you that I had the same struggle, like not to a point where my dad was like sending me to school with Slim Fast, but like he would comment on my weight a lot, and he wasn't trying to hurt me, but he thought it was helping me. You know what I'm saying? He thought that telling me that I wasn't going to be able to find a husband if I stayed fat, that was going to help encourage me to lose weight. And it did the opposite. It made me so depressed, you know? And sometimes I think our parents, like, maybe your mom, I think your mom probably, one of her fears, is she overweight or was she ever overweight?
No, her mother had an eating disorder. Her mother's mother had an eating disorder. I'm the first daughter. We have that mother. I hate to say this, and I love her so much, but I don't know if you've seen Mommy Dearest. It's an old movie. Okay, well, that's very similar to our relationship. I have 2 sisters that are younger than me. We're 16 and 18 months apart, sorry. And they're very close, and it's a completely different relationship. I look like my father who left her, and she tells me constantly that I'm just like him. He's an addict. And, if I'm fat, nobody's ever going to love me, things like that constantly. And it's still that way. Anytime I'm proud of anything and I try to tell her something, it's negative. And I want to be around her. I mean, she's getting old. She's getting close to her 70s, and I'd like to be around her. I love her so much, but it's so hard because I'm depressed constantly when I'm around her.
Have you ever sat and talked with her and told her how it makes you feel when she said the things that she said?
But she still says, yes. I stopped talking to her for years and then had her come to a therapy session. And even then it was negative. I mean, nothing has worked so far. I go to therapy now weekly, and she's pretty much the topic almost every session, at least, a good 30 minutes of it. But it's really hard because I have 2 sisters. I have lots of nieces and nephews, and we're all so close. And it's so hard because she is not just with me, but I see her doing it to my sons. Not the nieces and nephews from my sisters, but my sons. So it gets even harder because Mama Bear comes out.
Do you think she has is she like resentful towards you because you look like your dad?
Yeah, I think so. I laugh like I wasn't even around him, and apparently I do everything the same as him. So I don't know. It's hard.
You don't have to stay around for that. And you're doing the right thing. You protect your sons, because like when we're little like that, and our family members, our parents, our grandparents are talking down to us, it really affects us as grown-ups, like,
well, they're grown-ups now.
They are? Well, still,
yes,
it still affects them having their grandma talk negatively to them. So it's your job, you protect them. And if your mom doesn't want to change, she sounds like she's set in her ways, then just have as minimal contact with her as you can,
Yeah.
One of the things
I do.
my sponsor told me to do, and it helped a little bit. Well, it helped a lot. She told me to say a prayer. Whoever, you don't have to pray to Jesus, whatever you pray to, just pray. Say a prayer for your mom for 2 weeks and pray that she is blessed with all the things that you want for yourself, and pray for her to see that you love her and that you need her to make changes in her life and that you want her to be happy, joyous, and free for 2 weeks. And then after that, what will happen is it's like you're praying for that person to be successful and have all the things that you want for yourself. And it lifts that, it's like it lifts the resentment from you, and you're able to be free from that.
Okay. I will
You know
start
what I'm
today.
saying?
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, it has helped me because, listen, I had a really hard time with my mother-in-law when I first got sober, to the point where I didn't want to even be around her at all. And I wasn't around her for the first year or two of my sobriety because it was just so bad. We would get in the same room and it would be knockdown, drag out fighting. And so now, but what I had to do was I had to separate myself from her, and I had to start praying for her. And it helped me to have, pity for her. Like, I feel bad for her because I know that what she was projecting on me really didn't have anything to do with me, that it was her fear of her son, losing her son, because, I'm the wife now, and it was like, she just did. I don't think she was ready for that whole us to get married and everything. So it really helped me to distance myself from her and pray for her. And now, like, we're not best friends or anything, but like, it's so much better. And like, I appreciate her for who she is. And I appreciate her for loving my son, her grandson. And so we found that common ground to come together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that helps me a lot. But I can relate to the weight stuff. My dad, he still talks to me about it. Yesterday I called him to check on him because he's in New York still, and he said, by the time I get back, you should be skinny.
Oh, yeah. See, those are the little comments that I can relate to. It's constant. It's and I don't know if it's like this for you, Nicole, but for me, she's the voice in the back of my head constantly criticizing me. I'm my own worst enemy, but it's her voice. It's weird.
Yeah. Man, see, I love my dad, and I've gotten to a place where I like his isn't like your mom's, I don't think. My dad, he's fat too. And so he's like telling himself that when he's saying it to me. When he's saying it to me, he means it to himself also. He sends me pictures. He's been a New York girl eating bagels and pizza and lasagna, and he sends me the pictures of it. He's like, I just ate 4 pieces of pizza. And I'm like,
but you better be skinny when I get home.
Yeah. That's why I don't even take him seriously. Like, I just laugh it off because I know he's just so proud of me that I'm sober. You know what I mean? And so my mom even said it. She said, I'd rather have my daughter a little chunky than to be the way she used to be.
Yeah, and if you fall, it's a lot better.
Exactly.
All right, well, thank you for listening. I'm going to try to come on and share my story when I can get it together. It's a long one.
I would love to have you on, and you're such a great addition to our Real Talk Recovery family, and I really appreciate you for just being here all the time, girl. I see you every time in the chat, and I really appreciate your support, and I love having you around.
Mahalo, and I love you so much. I love this whole group. And Nicole, thank you so much for everything you do. When you say you need to pay people back, you are every day. Don't forget that. You are amazing. I love you. Aloha, and I'm going to join the room now.
Love you.
Bye.
Okay, guys. That's just so y'all know, I met Freya. I think I met Freya through Dr. B. She was on his channel one night, and I kept telling her, call me. And then finally she texted me. I love it when I finally get to talk with you guys. It's so awesome. Misty says, my dad did that all the time to me. That's why I'm self-conscious today at 44. I know, same. And just Shelly, just so you know, girl, I just checked and you're in. So I'm going to text you the link. I'll text it to you right now. I'm going to text you the link to our private Hangouts chat. Okay, Shelly? And then tomorrow when we do the workout, you'll be able to do it with us. Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to tell y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all. We worked our butts off today. When we got done with that workout, I was so sweaty, so red in the face. Like, it was bad. But we did it. I love me some Freya too. Mahalo. Okay. Okay, let me see. I want to read some of y'all's comments, okay? Yes, Sonia, yes. Codependency. Okay, let's go through the books that I wanted to go through with you guys. I really want to get a book that you guys enjoy. That's right, Jessie. Good job, girl. Okay, let's go through the books together, and we'll pick one, and I'll order it right now, okay? All right. So, all right, you guys. I'll read you the list off that I find. All right, Donna. Hey, Donna, you're in the chat too, aren't you, girl? Make sure that you check your messages on Patreon, because I think I sent you a link to the chat too. There's a bunch of you guys that I've sent you the link to the chat and you haven't came in yet. So we want you to be in there with us. Okay, so here we go. Okay, bestsellers, okay? Hey, Diana, what's up, girl? Bestsellers, we got Codependent No More. Let me see. Codependent No More, How to Stop Controlling Others and Start Caring for Yourself. Okay. Practicing Mindfulness, 75 Essential Meditations to Reduce Stress. Drug Addiction Recovery, Learn How to Overcome Addictions Step by Step. Codependent No More, How to Stop Controlling Others and Start Caring for Yourself. Okay, I read that already. Okay. The Language of Letting Go, Daily Meditations for Codependency. That's a good one. We could do that. And then the other one, let me see. Ooh, look at this. Hey, Diana, I'm so glad you're here. You're in the right place, girl. Dreamland, The True Tale of America's Opiate Epidemic. Oh, wow. They have a codependent workbook, you guys. It says Melody Beatty, Codependent No More Workbook. Hey, we're going to get that, okay? We're going to get that. Paperback. Okay. And it says, let me read it to you. It says, enjoy a great, where does it say? They have a gaslighting recovery book, the mindfulness journal, cognitive behavioral therapy toolbox for depressed, anxious, and suicidal children. No. How to recognize the signs of a toxic relationship, unmask a narcissist personality, and regain control of your life and be codependent no more. You did great, Freya. You really did. You guys, right now, we're going over books that I can buy so we can work them together. Okay? Emotional abuse, codependency, and conquer as an empath. Oh, that's a good one. That's Esther. Do you like that? Dope Sick is another good book on how the opiate crisis started. I want to do the codependency workbook, you guys. I really think that'll be good, and we can do it together. Okay, so I am going to order that. Bam. Codependent No More workbook. And then I'm also going to order the Smart Recovery 3rd edition handbook, Dr. William Abbott. Okay. And Beyond Addiction, How Science and Kindness Help People Change by Jeffrey Foote. If you feel like you have to be careful with what you say, you're in a toxic relationship. That's right, Diana. And you know what else, Diana? If you're in a relationship with somebody, my friend wanted me to talk about this, but I'm going to wait until she can come on the channel. She is not an addict. She's sober, but she was in a relationship with a guy who was on drugs for many years, and they got married and they had a child. They ended up getting divorced, and now she is parenting her son, and kind of having to explain to her son that, what's going on is that his dad has an addiction, and I think that she's really struggling with that. So we're going to have her on the channel because I want her to share what she's going through. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I love reading books, you guys. Gaslighting is when you say things to make the person feel like what they're seeing really isn't happening. Like, I was in a relationship with a guy who would go out at night. He would leave the house while I was sleeping. He would get out of the bed and he would go cheat on me. And then he would come back and get back in the bed, right? Well, let me just tell you, I knew that he was getting out of the bed and leaving me, right? I knew it, but he would tell me that, no, you're just crazy. That didn't really happen. And I hate that. So what do you guys think about this? Should we do the Smart Recovery workbook? Let's just do one thing at a time. So we're going to do the Codependent No More, okay, the workbook together. And I want to get, because I need that. We'll work on it together. Okay, here we go. How to stop controlling others and start caring for yourself. Hey, Michael, what's up, honey? I'm glad you're here. We're kind of just talking in. We're just kind of chatting now. I'm glad you're here, man. Throw your thoughts on out here. Yes, Esther, that is sneaky. Oh, girl, it was bad. I could tell you guys stories, okay? It was really bad. And what it did to me is it made me feel like, I wasn't good enough. And it was bad, you guys. It's really sad. So we're going to get the Codependent No More workbook. Codependent know how to stop controlling others. And then we'll get the book to go with it so we can read it. Okay? I'm excited. I'm excited, you guys. I love y'all. Okay, let me order it. Hiya. Okay, so this is what we got going on, y'all. We are going to have, hey, what's up, Airman? This is what we're going to read, okay, you guys? As soon as it comes in the mail, we're going to read Codependent No More, How to Stop Controlling Others and Start Caring for Yourself. And we're going to work out of the workbook. So let's go ahead and check out, baby. Let's just do this. Let me read what y'all are saying. I'm sorry, guys. My ex went to 4 rehabs and still didn't quit. So Diana, I'm so glad you're here. Let me pay attention to you, guys, because I know that I want to help you any way I can. So you know that that's not your fault, girl. Like, you did the best you could. The best thing you can do for someone who's in active addiction, who you're with and dating, is to just be supportive of their sobriety, encourage them to make changes, encourage them to get the help that they need. It has nothing to do with you. It's not because you're not a good person. It's not because that person didn't care about you. It's because the disease of addiction is cunning, baffling, and powerful. And sometimes we will choose drugs and alcohol over relationships with people that we care about, you know? And so I want you to know that that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with the fact that he was sick in his addiction. And I hope that he was able to get his sobriety together. But some people never get it. Some people never get sober, and it's really, really sad. You know, a lot of us here on this channel have tried to get sober a million times. And for me, I tried to get sober so many years, you guys. Michael says, I have a ton of relatives who were alcoholics and are dead or constantly in the hospital for crisis. Oh man, I'm sorry. We have been broken up for 2 years and I still miss him. Well, you know, what we can do is we can pray for him and hope that he gets the help that he needs, because it's not until he's willing to make the change that he'll actually go and make that change, you know. But I want you to know it has nothing to do with you as a person. I was in a relationship with a guy who was on drugs, and we were both on drugs together, and we both ended up getting sober together. But um, we got sober together and then he relapsed. And so it was really, really hard for me to sit back and watch him relapse, because I felt like, wow, he's using drugs. He must not care about me, right? He must care more about getting high than he does care about me. And it wasn't that at all. It's just that the addiction, the disease of addiction is so powerful. Like I said, you'll choose drugs over the people that you love. It's not something that, you know, you woke up and decided that you want to be an addict. Um, I didn't know that I was going to be an addict until I started using drugs. And it all started out with me just hanging out with people in high school and smoking marijuana and drinking alcohol, you know. He told me before we broke up, if I didn't hear from him, he's not okay. Well, you should tell him to come hang out with us, girl. Tell him to come over here to Real Talk Recovery. We'll help him out. We'll help him out. We will do anything we can to support anybody to make a positive change in their life. That's what this channel is about. It's about supporting addicts and alcoholics to make the positive change and find sobriety, no matter what way they get to it. You can get to sobriety through AA, NA, rehab, maintenance medication, religion, smart recovery, refuge recovery, MARA. There's all kinds of different programs that you can, you know, get involved with. The best suggestion that I can give to any of y'all out there that have loved ones that are struggling with the disease of addiction, is to encourage your loved ones to get up off their asses and seek help, seek support. Hey, Drew. One of the things that I had to learn really quickly is that I needed support. I couldn't do this on my own. And I tried so hard. I tried for years to get sober on my own. And without any success, I kept failing. Okay. And it wasn't until, you know, I reached out for help, you guys, that I was able to get the true help that I needed. So, what do you guys want to talk about tomorrow night? Diane, are you going to be here tomorrow night, girl? Because if you want to come up and share, Diane, you're more than welcome to come up and share. Any of you guys can come up and share. If you guys want me to talk about a certain topic, I love it when you guys give me suggestions, because I want to do videos that helps you guys out, you know? I'm so excited about this book, you guys. I'm looking at it right now. We are going to work it. Okay, let me go ahead and get it ordered. Tomorrow, I go live Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're somebody who is on the East Coast, that is 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And if you're on the West Coast, it's 5 o'clock. God damn. I forgot my damn password, you guys. Struggling with somebody in addiction. Okay. And you know what else, girl? Right now, okay, the coronavirus, a lot of places, you're from California. Okay, so I go on at 5 o'clock in California time every day, Monday through Friday. On Saturdays, I might take off or I might not. And then on Sundays, I do the Patreon meetings. So I would love to see you here tomorrow night, Diana, for real. I call my addiction my abusive boyfriend. It's exactly like an abusive relationship. I might have felt good at first, but deep down, I felt so low. And in the end, they always end up hurting you. That's right. Michael's question. Okay, hold on. Did you struggle with alcohol after you quit drugs? Michael, I didn't struggle with alcohol after I quit drugs. Oh, no, don't give me the line. Let me tell you, Michael. So, okay, in 2008, I ended up getting a charge for possession of a controlled substance, methamphetamine. And when I got that felony charge, they put me on probation for 3 years. Well, part of my probation rules is that I had to pass a drugs test. So one of the things that I did, being the druggie that I am, is I thought, well, if I can't do drugs, then I'll just drink alcohol. And I started replacing my 272-465. I started replacing my drug addiction with alcoholism. So yes, I have totally done that. And one thing that I had to learn the hard way is that when I can't pick up alcohol. When I do it, you guys, I lose everything. And I will drink and turn into a straight lush. And so yes, I have absolutely done that before. Now, this time around when I got sober, I had already done that, right? I had already tried to get sober and drink alcohol and had failed miserably. So, Michael, one of the things that I want to suggest to you is that if you're a real addict, drinking alcohol is not going to be good for you. You're not going to be able to do it, and you're going to end up turning into straight alcoholic too. So, if you need to be in the right place, we will all be here to support you. Oh, Jana, I'm glad you're here, girl. Don't be in your feelings. We all have bad days, you know what I mean? Are y'all excited to do the Codependency No More book? I am. Okay, I'm going to get that ordered and then... Okay, you guys, I'm not going to hold you hostage all night. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's meeting. I really appreciate everybody that came out and chopped it up with us and participated. For all of you guys that are out there that are like wanting to join us for our workouts and wanting to do Patreon with us, I am going to drop the link in the comments. Like I said, it's only $2 a month and you get access to doing the workouts with us. So let me go ahead and drop that. There's that link. Anybody is welcome, men or women. And yeah, we have a good time. Drugs don't just hurt the people doing them, but they hurt the people around them. Oh yeah, Diana, that's one of the things that I struggled with the most is that whenever I got sober, I realized how much I hurt my mom and dad and how much they would stay up all night long waiting for me to make sure that I was okay. Then, I ended up getting kicked out because I couldn't stay sober, but it was just they were so worried about me and I was constantly hurting them. So, one of the things that, here, because we are a recovery channel. This channel is about recovery from addiction. One of the things that we learn early on in our recovery is that we have to take responsibility for our actions and we want to make it right with our family members. So we take our time, we work through our recovery, and we make amends to our family members, and we do the right thing. Oh, Jackie, I am so sorry. Everybody pray for Jackie's family. Some of her family tested positive for COVID-19. I'm so sorry, girl. We're praying for you. But I love you. I hope y'all all have a really good night. Thank you to everybody that came and participated. We will be back on tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? All right. Love y'all. Are you hungry?
Giving the girl horrible hair.
Are you hungry, boy?
Yeah.